feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good deal?
Yeah.
Cool. Lab on A. Take one. Michaela interview.
Yeah, I'm actually from the Eastside, from Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond. I grew up over here. I went into foster care when I was like 11 years old, so I've kind of bounced around throughout Washington since then, up until 18. I went to high school over in Port Orchard, across the water. That was due to the fact of foster care. I would have preferred going to high school over here with Lake Washington or Juanita, but I didn't get that opportunity. So, it shaped me into the person I am today. There's good things, there's bad things. I'm grateful for the experiences that I've had, with foster care. It makes me want to, help other children, help kids that are there in that situation, and just vouch for them and try to get them that help that they need. Yeah, just gives a different perspective when you've been through it. There's a lot of hiding from it, like you don't want your friends knowing it's something that you're not, oh yeah, I'm going to my foster parents this weekend or whatever, you don't share that information. So there's a lot of hiding behind it. It can be embarrassing because you don't have some people come from broken families. There's a lot that goes into, being into foster care. And it's not always pretty. So I was 11 when I got taken away and put into foster care, and I aged out at 18. So, I was angry at my mom a lot. I started self-harming when I was in junior high, and it continued up until up until 18. I didn't want to keep on going. I didn't feel like I had family. I didn't feel like I had support system. I didn't have anyone, rooting for me to get my license like my twin did. I was angry a lot, that she got so much help and I was the one that was left on the sidelines to do everything kind of myself. Not really, but, kind of. I was alone. I had turned 18, so I thought that, nothing applied to me anymore. I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want, and that's not the case. I had dropped out of high school because I was homeless, and it was in my senior year, and then I got pregnant, and then I gave birth, and then I went back to high school and got my diploma. So, I was really scared when we left the hospital, not knowing that, knowing that we were going back to a van and not a home. We had to talk with social workers to make sure that, we were getting help with housing. It's not like we planned to live in the van forever. It was just a stepping stone. And so, being looked at like you can't care for a child, and then, being told by doctors, checking on you and all this, it just kind of knocks you down a little bit. We were in the van for like a week and a half when we had just given birth before we got into the transitional housing. And I breastfed with my daughter, so I could not pump in the van, in the car. You have to plug this stuff in. I was so happy to be able to, pump inside of an apartment, and be able to store breast milk in the freezer. Those little things, they really just open your eyes to what living without a home, without a fridge or a freezer, because I tried keeping that stuff in a cooler with ice and whatnot, and it was way too hard. The milk was spoiling because the temperatures were off. So transitional housing is a blessing. But I'm grateful that we had also had that experience because it gave us, we'd never rented any kind of apartments before, never had housing. So it gave us a sense of home, gave us a sense of, being able to save some money because, we were only paying 30% of our income at the time. And then even that, they cut it down to half of that so that we could save money for when we had come here. Yeah, when we got the call from 30 Bellevue that we were getting that we got accepted for one of the units. It was really, 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 like, all the stress on our shoulders were gone. You know, we were finally gonna have permanent housing, you know, housing that you don't have to worry about you're gonna be kicked out because your lease is gonna end, you know. It was, you know, again, it was just, all the stress was gone, you know. Finally can relax and just have a little bit of peace, you know, and start building our lives from here on up, you know. It was amazing, you know, a godsend. First time I walked into our unit here at 30 Bellevue, I felt overjoyed, ecstatic. I mean, I just was buzzing with emotions. I realized that because her dad was actually working the day we moved in, so I realized that I didn't take a video, and I started taking a video, and all you can hear is me huffing and puffing in the background because I've been bringing stuff up. But it was also the excitement because, you know, I finally can just, again, relax, you know, just know that we have you know, a peace of mind, you know, that we'll be safe, we'll be okay. You don't have to worry about where we're gonna sleep the next night. I always say I've been through hell and back too many times to count, but it's made me into the person I am. You know, I'm very strong-willed. I will not give up, so. Being here at 30 Bellevue, my child and I, we're so much safer than we were before. I appreciate being here, you know, I feel safe, I feel grateful. You know, I can allow her to play and not worry about her and her safety, which is something I've always wanted.